Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryandam Vande Guru Paramparam. Oh. So in our last sitting, we started discussing Shodasha Samskāras. The beginning we have seen, we cannot straight go into this subject. Before entering into the topic, we must have a clear picture regarding the Vaidika karmas and what are the Vaidika karmas. And as a part of Vaidika karmas, where stands this Shodasha Samskāras. So to have an introduction into that, in our last session we have seen Vaidika karmas are of 4 types or 4 categories: Nitya, Naimittika, Kamya, and Prayaschitta. There are some scholars who are saying these 4 Vaidika karmas are Nitya, Naimittika, Kamya, and Nishiddha. Actually, Nishiddha is not karma. Nishiddha is vikarma. Nishiddha is not karma. It is vikarma. That which we are not supposed to do, or we must not do. Those karmas which are prohibited by acharyas and shastras. So that cannot be included in the list of karma, because they are, very basically they are vikarma. That is against the injunctions of shastras. So 4 types of Vaidika karmas are Nitya, Naimittika, Kamya, and Prayaschitta. So last week we have seen what are these 4 karma. So this Shodasha Samskara, this topic, it is to be discussed as a part of Naimittika karmas. But before starting the discussion, we must have an idea, at least a rough idea regarding Nitya karmas. Nitya karmas are those karmas which we are supposed to do daily. We cannot omit. We cannot leave them. Daily we must do. It is mandatory. Such karmas are Nitya karmas. What are these Nitya karmas? Basically, if we are accepting the injunctions of Shruti alone, then Nitya karmas are Agnihotra karmas. Agnihotras. Agnihotra karma means those karma which involve or wherein we are offering different types of offerings, hobby, to different devatas, and where the involvement of fire is there. So where the involvement of fire is there, then it is Agnihotra. Agnau huyate iti Agnihotra. So where we are offering different articles into Agni, then it will become Agnihotra. So according to Veda, Agnihotra is the Nitya Karma. But see, even though the base of Sanatana Dharma is Vedas, Sanatana Dharma is staying not only on the basis of Veda alone. We are accepting the validity of Smritis. We are accepting the validity of other Vaidika Shastras. So when we take them, there are many Nitya Karmas. The most important Nitya Karmas are five in number, that is Pancha Mahayajnas. 5 great yajnas. 5 great yajnas. What are these 5 great yajnas? Manu, in his Smriti, explains they are Adhyapanam Brahma Yajnam, Pidri Yajnastu Tarpanam, Daivo Homo Balir Bhauto, Nriyajno Tithi Pujanam. First to be considered is Brahma Yajna. Another name for Brahma Yajna is Rishi Yajna. Rishi Yajna or Brahma Yajna. What is it? It is Adhyapanam, teaching. Teaching. What's the meaning of teaching here? Teaching means imparting dharmic education or dharmic knowledge to our next generation. That is teaching Vedas, teaching other Shastras, or imparting the message of our scriptures to the next generation. That is Adhyapana. We must do this daily, in every home. We must do this. This is the very basic duty of every mother, every father. Only if we are doing this, then only our dharma will sustain. Otherwise, without the knowledge of dharma, how dharma will be sustained? If people do not have the knowledge, for what I am doing this, what are the basic principles of my dharma, how logical it is, what rationale is there behind. If we are not knowing all these things, how dharma will be sustained or protected? Dharma will not be protected. If we are doing something, say rituals without knowing for what and why, if we are concentrating on the how of rituals and we are doing, there is no doubt the next generation will not follow that. They will brand it as something religious or something superstitious. and then they will leave. So it is imperative to impart the message of our Shastra to the next generation so that they will know what to do and what not to do. What are the basics of our dharma? What are our duties? What are our responsibilities? What should I do as a mother, as a father, as a child, as a brother, sister, as a citizen of this motherland? And what is the goal of my life? How I can attain that? So all these knowledge we must have. From where we will get? Only from our Shastras. So it is the duty of each and every generation to impart this Shastra to the next generation. This is Adhyapana. This is teaching. So to teach, we must have the knowledge. We must know how to teach, what to teach, when to teach, whom to teach. So we must have that knowledge. From where we will get? From our Shastras. So study of our Shastras, Swadhyaya, it is most important. So Brahma Yajna or Rishi Yajna will be Swadhyaya and Pravachana. Swadhyaya and Pravachana. See, the whole edifice of Sanatana Dharma, that much gigantic, limitless, it is resting on 3 foundation stones. There are 3 foundation stones. And on these 3 foundation stones, the whole edifice of Sanatana Dharma is staying. If these foundation stones are shaken, the whole edifice will crumble down. There is no doubt in that. And what are these 3 foundations? They are Satyam, Dharmam, and Swadhyayam. As is proclaimed in the Upanishad, Satyam Vada, Dharmam Chara, and Swadhyayan Ma Pramadaha. So these are the very foundation stones on which the whole edifice of Sanatana Dharma is staying. So it is our duty to protect these 3 foundations. It is our duty. Actually, protecting these 3 foundation stones is protecting Dharma. And only if we are protecting our Dharma, Dharma will protect us. If we are not protecting or if we are not ready to protect our Dharma, Dharma will not protect us. There is no meaning in crying, help, 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 save us, save us. There is no meaning in that. Initially, we have to protect our Dharma. Then Dharma, the system of Dharma will protect us. That also is well said by Manu himself. Dharma eva hato hanti, dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. Tasmat dharmo na hantavyo, mano dharmo hato vadhit. It is said by Manu himself. So it is our basic duty to protect our Dharma. And how we can protect? It is by keeping these 3 foundation stones strong, intact. And these 3 foundation stones are Satyam, Dharmam, and Swadhyayam. Abiding in truthfulness. Performing all our duties regularly. and keeping swadhyaya in our daily life. These are the very, very basic things. These are the very basic things. So here, swadhyaya and pravachana, that is Brahma Yajna or Rishi Yajna. So it is our basic duty, we must understand that. See how our society is, what happened to our dharmic system, how so many erosions are happening. What is the basic cause of many types of religious conversions? How the darkness of a caste system crept into our dharmic body. There is only one reason. We went away from our Shastras. When we are not studying, we won't understand. And when we are not understanding, so many nonsensical beliefs will be there within. And others can indoctrinate all sorts of nonsense. You will believe. So, the only way to protect our dharma is to know what our Shastra is and what are my duties and responsibilities. This knowledge must be there in our society. And it is the duty of the present generation to give that knowledge to the next generation. If we are giving outer food to our children to nourish their body, and we are equipping them with so many informations to make them marketable products in the present day world, to get some jobs. Yes, all these are necessary. All these are essential in the present day world scenario. But if we are not giving the basic knowledge of our dharma, what is happening? All atrocities which are being performed against our dharma and the internal erosion of values, all these are happening only because of this ignorance. So it is our duty to give that knowledge to our children. It is our duty. So along with the physical food we are offering to our children, we must give them the intellectual food, knowledge. This is essential. And for that, at least for that, we must learn. So, studying and teaching, that makes Brahma Yajna or Rishi Yajna. Then there is the second Yajna, that is Pitri Yajna. What is Pitri Yajna? Manu says, Pitri Yajna astu Tarpanam. Tarpanam means making happy. Tarpanam means making happy. Whom? Making our parents happy. That is, we have to love our parents. We have to respect our parents. We have to offer everything to our parents. We must obey them. We must show them that we are loving, we are caring. This love, care, respect, everything together, that will make our parents, mother, father happy. And making them happy is tarpanam. And we have to do shraddha after their death. So while they are living, we have to love them and respect them and make them happy. And after their death, we have to offer them regular shraddhas. There is no way to escape from this duty. It is our basic duty. It is to pay back our debt. We are indebted, you see. We are here working in this world, living in this world, saying, I am this, I am that. I am saying, I am Swami Chidananda Puri. This, that, many things. But who gave this body to me? I am living here, I am doing all my duties or works I am doing because I have this body. And this I got from my father, my mother. So I am basically most primarily indebted to them. No escape is there. So I have to acknowledge that indebtedness. And simply acknowledging indebtedness won't do. I have to repay that. And what is the way? The way is Pidriyajnastu Tarpanam. Do Tarpana. While they are living, love them, care them, respect them, make them happy. And after their death, with all devotion, we have to offer Shraddha. This we must do. I'm not going to explain this. If anything is to be asked, you can ask. Because our subject for this discussion is not Pancha Mahayajna, it is Shodasha Samskāras. But without having a basic introduction of Pancha Mahayajna or Nitya Karma, we cannot start discussing Shodasha Samskāras. So now we are not explaining this.
Swamiji, we have a question table.
We can take that. Let us conclude the first part of this, I think. Huh?
Okay. So the something related to what you said. So something related to what you just said.
Yeah. Then you can ask.
Okay. So the dilemma we have said Swadhyayam is one of the Pancha Mahayajnas we have to teach, and especially the teaching of the life. When it comes to the teaching of life, there are two dilemmas come to it. One is the Swanubhuti Sampannada, like we have never gone through that situation. We have never realized the words we have been trying to teach somebody. And the lack of Swanubhuti Sampannada, if somebody got an adhikari of teaching something which I have not gone through, that is a number one question. The number two question is that, okay, when we teach the next generation, we teach them, we try to teach them, try to advise them great things which we have not done. So the question they will come back to us, did you follow the same thing what you're trying to teach me from the next generation? So that kind of a putting in a weird situation to us, like, we have not done it. Say, for example, every day have you done the Pitriyajna? If I am asking the next generation, then I have to say that no, I have not done. Then the question comes in, why you are asking me to do this? So these kind of dilemmas, one is Swanubhuti Sambannada, which I have not experienced.
I got it.
Yeah. All right. So how do we address that?
See, this we can discuss in detail later, but now, in nutshell, I can reply. A detailed discussion we can have on this later. See, first is the matter connected with Swanubhuti Sampannata. What we are teaching, that experience must be there within. If we don't have that experience within, how we can teach? What authority our words will have or words will bear? This is the question. It is entirely true when we are speaking about Vedanta, the ultimate knowledge, or such other topics. But see, we are not speaking about Vedanta or imparting Brahma Vidya. Here we are referring about the dharmic message, not about the Vedantic teaching. You are not teaching the highest truth to your children when they are kids. You must not teach them. You must not call your child of 5 years or 6 years and ask them to sit here and hear Brahma Sutra from me or Mandukya Upanishad from me. No. We have to teach them basic values about Dharma Shastras. And what is essential for that teaching? Essential for that teaching is knowledge. We must know. That knowledge we will get through our own studies. So this must be transferred from generation to generation. So there comes knowledge. There we need not discuss about the highest realization or the sublime experience. Because these are things connected with the basic values of life. That is dharmic things. That knowledge we will get from our Shastras. For example, Puranas, Itihasas, other Dharma Shastras, and the teachings of great Acharyas by attending satsangas. We will get that knowledge. So with that, we can teach our next generation. We can tell them whatever you think logical and rational, you can accept. And if you are thinking, this is not logical, this is not rational, I do this much. So you can ask some scholars for more clarification. Don't reach at a final judgment hearing only from me, because I am a layman. I heard from my mother. I heard from my father. Just as I am teaching you, they gave this knowledge to me. So if you are having or if you are facing anything as irrational or illogical, don't reach at a final judgment. Don't discard this. Instead, you can ask some scholars and you can vouch for yourself. You can self-validate that knowledge. If you are speaking in this stretch to your children, your words will have abundant authority. There is no doubt in that. So that is the answer for your first part. And the second part is If you are not performing, how you can teach? One who is not doing his Pitriyajna, how he can teach his children to do Pitriyajna? This is a valid question. So before teaching, you must do that. You must practice that. If you have a will within, you can. Leave yesterday, it has gone. You cannot take it back. Gone is gone. So don't think about yesterday. Take today. Start from today. Today you can do that. If you are staying at some place far away from your family, father, mother, and everybody, at least you can call them daily over phone and show your children that you are daily calling and attending your father and mother. Then children will see that. You must call your father or mother when your children are seeing you. They must see, my father or my mother is calling their parents daily. What love and what respect they have towards their parents. They must feel that. If you are asking your children not to speak lie, you must not lie. So leave yesterday. You can do. If you are smoking and there is a cigarette in your hands, you cannot ask your child not to smoke. You don't have authority. Your words will not have authority. Words without the authority will not penetrate into the heart of the listener. It will move like a fog in the air. So leave yesterday. Start from today. Whatever dharmic duties we can do, and then show your next generation. Teach them. And there are some aspects or some activities which you cannot do today. Regarding that, you can openly tell your children, oh my child, I didn't do that because I was not having this knowledge at that age. Now I realized, and I am repenting now. That pain is there within my heart, but I am helpless. So even though I didn't do at the right time, I am asking you to do. Because that pain within, it is giving me authority to teach you. So this can also be accepted. Other things which we can start from today, start from today. Leave things about yesterday. It is gone. Gone is gone. Never it will come back. So these are the answers. So first is Brahma Yajna, then Pidra Yajna, and then there is Daiva Yajna. Daiva Yajna. Daiva Yajna is, as Manu says, Homa, Agnihotra. Daily doing Agnihotra. That we can. If we are ready to learn, we can do Homa daily. In simple way we can do. Not that much complicated things. No, simply we can do. With some simple steps. And see, if we are chanting some mantras daily, or at least some nama, chanting of nama, whatever it is, or worshipping devatas, either in temples or in our homes, whatever it is. And doing seva activities in our society, serving the society as much as we can. Society never means a human society alone. Other beings also. Whatever service we can offer, all the service we are doing in this world are part of a Daiva Yajna. Because the whole world is the body of Ishvara. Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha, Sahasrakshaha, Sahasrapat. So says the Veda. So Ishvara is not somebody confined into some place above or lower. The very world itself is the manifestation of Ishvara. So whatever service we are doing in this world, that is Ishvara Seva. So Daiva Yajna. So chanting of mantras, temple worships, and other worships. Then doing Agnihotra. Then serving the society, other beings. So all these are Daiva Yajnas. Do daily. We have to. See, the first requisite is purity of mind and sharpness of intellect. Only if we have these two, then only we can enter into the study of Shastras. Chanting of mantras, namas, all this make our mind more and more pure. There's no doubt in that. If you have any doubt, please do for at least 6 months. At least 6 months. Daily chant some mantra, whatever it is. I am not asking you to chant Om Namah Shivaya or Om Namo Narayanaya, whatever it is, whichever mantra you like, please chant daily. And within 6 months, you will feel, you will realize, you will see the change happening within you. There is no doubt in that. So do this, Daiva Yajna, daily. We must know, do. So, Pitra Yajna, Brahma Yajna, Daiva Yajna, and then there is Manushya Yajna and Bhuta Yajna. What is Manushya Yajna? Manushya Yajna is worshipping human beings as the very manifestation of Ishvara. And basically, it is Atithi Pujanam, Nriyajño Atithi Pujanam. That is, we must worship those Atithis who are coming to our home. Atithi is a man, one who has transcended Tithi, that is the concept of time. one who has transcended time and space, he is an Atithi. But that is a Brahmanishta. There will be 1 in a million or trillion. Not so many Brahmanishtas are there. Then another meaning of Atithi is one who has come to your home without informing, without prior information. If somebody is coming to your home with the prior information, he is not an Atithi. Because you are expecting him. Without informing those who are coming, they are Atithis. So we must worship them with all respect. It is the very basic duty of every grihastha, householder, to worship those who are coming to his house. It is our tradition, or it was our tradition, it must be our tradition to keep a little water in front of our home. Remember, our elders did that. For what? We do not know when Ishvara will come in the form of an Atithi. So water must be ready there in front of the home to wash their legs, their feet. We have to offer water. So invariably there will be water in front of our home in some vessels. It is the tradition. It shows a great samskara. And that samskara we must follow. See, all parts of Deva Puja are there in Atithi Puja also. For example, offering Padyam, then Asanam Samarpayami, please come, please sit. Chair is ready for you, or this asana is ready for you. Then Arghyam, give him some water, pure water, please drink. Don't ask him or her, do you want water? No, don't ask. Instead of asking, please give. If he or she don't want, they will say, I don't want. Thank you. Never ask an Atithi, do you want some water? You must offer the water. So Padyam, Asanam, Arghyam, then Naivedyam. We must offer something to eat, what we have.